As long as it's not Aaron.
And that's where the term vinegar strokes comes from. Oh, hello, and welcome to Not Another Leeds podcast. And it's a sully day for us this Sunday after today's result. But let's get into it. First and foremost, I have my compadres. James, how are we?
Yeah. I'm here.
Says it all.
Say that.
Kev, how are you?
Fantastic.
Yeah, as can be. And taking his Nalp cherry today, it's Bryn. How are we? The gentle giant himself on his debut. Welcome, Bryn.
Yeah, I'm all good, mate. Yeah, as good as we could be expected after that. And the curse continues on the podcast run for me, but here we go.
Here we go, indeed. Well, there's no other way. We might as well just get straight into it. Bryn, your thoughts, mate. What went wrong today?
Again, it was similar to a lot of stories under Daniel Farke, where we create opportunities and sometimes just not clinical. And some of the chances, Peru's 2 misses. Wow. If that were Joseph, Bamford, lynch mobs would be out with pitchforks and lit torches, but I think he's got a bit of credit in banks, so it's not been quite as the reaction I expected on social media. But yeah, and obviously then the referee's performance didn't help everyone's opinion either.
That's true. Yeah. Kev, what did you think of the ref today?
He was terrible, mate. That's absolutely shocking. There's loads of weird things going on in the game today. I was like, he's meant to be a Premier League referee as well, that bloke, weren't he? That was terrible, man. Absolutely terrible in my eyes. Just something not right about the game today with me when it comes to the referee. So, yeah, he's shite. Yeah.
I thought it was terrible as well. Obviously, I'm biased towards Leeds a little bit. But James, is he on your list of assassination attempts? This referee?
Yeah, among others. There's a weird decision he made when Strauch went down with a head injury and then we had the ball. And then the game resumed and then they had the ball. I was like, how does that work? So we just get the ball back. We had the ball. Anyway, yeah, he was bad. He was like letting them get away with some pretty meaty fucking nasty
they were
challenges.
quite physical.
And then we'd literally brush up against them and he'd be like, and I was like, yeah, it was a bad wanker today, that ref.
There was one where Firpo got sandwiched, weren't it? And he gave the free kick to them. I was like, what is that? Yeah, that was bad, that was. I was like, fuck. Bleep this, man. I was all over the shop.
Bleep that.
Game, I swear. I've never been as anxious.
Yeah, that's every week.
Watching
every week
today.
now,
Badly, yeah. My heart was going from minute one. I don't want to say I jinxed us, but I had a feeling today that something wasn't right. And obviously it always pays off because on the jinx, but yeah, it was bad. Just everything today was bad. So bad.
Just seemed like one of them games, didn't it, Bryn, today? That no matter what we done, it just wasn't going to happen. Like, for instance, the finishing today was just like Peru had one in the first half where it lands at his feet and you think, all right, this is it, 1-0. That goes into a totally different game. And then you've got Firpo's chance in the second half, which blew my mind. He's putting them away normally. Do you know what I mean? It's just all these different sort of chances. Why were they like that today, Bryn? Is it the sea air?
I genuinely think it were prime Dino's off the ghost, Kevin, for that goalkeeper. That goalkeeper will never, ever have a better game than he did today. Some of that double save he made off that blind shot off Solomon, then I don't know how Peru just not smashed into the top corner, but that were a bad one. And then, that one in second half where I think Solomon did round it keeper and cut it back. And then, I don't know if it went out the stadium, it weren't that high.
Yeah, it did lean back quite a bit.
And I haven't played football for about 15 years. I could have scored that, I swear. I didn't even score with my left foot, right foot, anything. I'd have put that away.
Would have fallen over.
Clinical, yeah. I'd have gambled into it and headed it in off the floor. It would have that easy chance. Oh my God, I swear. Ugh. I need a drink.
just talking about the referee, like Herbert here says, I had a routine hospital appointment and only caught this little second half. Were Pompey that good, James, in your opinion? Because personally, I thought Pompey were up for it. They saw our weakness because what's his name? One of the Murphys just kept finding Richie on the right hand side. He just cross balls every day, every time.
They were good. They were good, but we helped them. We were off it all over. And when like our most consistent performer looks like he's been on the Saki and fucking absolute terrible.
Yeah,
we helped them a lot. And, like you say, like even in them like bad performance that we put in today, we've still had 3 clear-cut chances. We should have scored a penalty. Do you know what I mean? One of them days we get on, but
James,
again,
I've been waxing
clinical
all week to lads at work saying Tanaka's pound for pound the best signing in all 4 divisions this year for what we paid and what he's brought. I've been saying that all week to everybody. I goes, watch the game on Sunday. Watch the game on Sunday and see how good this lad is. You'll see. You'll see.
And he really let you down, didn't he?
It's me, and I'm the absolute jinx of everything. I cannot believe that. Oh God.
I have a theory that wasn't Tanaka. It was Krapanaka. That's who they replaced him with because they let him through. They let him through a few times, didn't they, Bryn?
Again, at first half, I think it was a bit of a bad shout, but when he got robbed just off, just outside the 18-yard line, and then thought Rat was on the wall. He was on a bit of a poor one. I know there was the debate with Gruyev coming in before a ball was kicked. Should he have started? But yeah, again, it'll be very interesting what happens next because he was definitely up there with one of the poorer performances. I wasn't particularly impressed with Strauch.
No.
I wasn't very happy with. Well, again, we've mentioned Peru. Again, like I say, if Tanaka were on the Saki, Peru were definitely on extra strength of the Dutch's finest because
Yeah, a few cakes he did.
Yeah.
Oh, cakes, reefs, everything, whatever we're going. Danny, did you bring him some back from Barbados or something, mate? Because that works.
I'm his supplier. I don't know what we're going on with our finishing today, but just to get your opinion, quick, Bryn, on Pompey, did you think they deserved it more?
Again, clinical. The goal came from a nice through ball where once again I think I praised him in the group we were talking in the group saying 3 out of 3 catches in first half. What's going on? He's showing a bit of handling for once, and then I think Rodon's called him out initially, and Mellier's done. I don't know. He was like skipping around on the spot. He ran forward, ran back, and then Bishop's obviously got to the ball first, and Mellier's just gone down. He's not even made himself big to try and stop it. At least, when their goalkeeper forced Solomon wide, it gave the chance for the defenders to recover. But Mellier, doing what he does best this season, cost Leeds United.
If you watch the replay, he literally does this, and then he runs, and then he's in 2 minds. Then because he's on the back foot, he literally does that.
I've got a different take on that, though. I think it's like both of their fault, not just Mellier. I think. I don't think Rodon shouted or Mellier shouted. I think they've both just thought the other person was going to go for it. That's what I feel anyway.
I do as well.
Yeah, I think it's both of them, both their fault, not one individual. I think it's this error between both of them.
Communication.
Yeah, because
Mellier's just easy to blame, don't he? Because he's a spaz.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, that's what I feel. Yeah, it's just really easy to blame, but I think it's both of their fault. And I'm talking of Portsmouth today. I actually think they will. As you said, Danny, they were well up for it. They were putting in the tackles. I've never seen our centre midfield be that nullified in a game before. So we got absolutely hammered. They were putting in the tackles. They were first to every ball. They were just doing everything. And I'll be honest with you, that Josh Murphy guy, whoever his name is, Murphy brother, was playing in League One last year, and he made us look absolutely terrible today. I mean, I'm going back. I thought Jaden Bogle was terrible as well. I think it's the worst game he's had for us in ages. I can't think of a player that played today that actually covered themselves in any credit at all. It was just terrible, and I knew this would happen after West Brom. I've just got. Do you know what? I'm not going to say anymore because I'm going to keep ranting about how I feel. And this is Leedsy. I'm going to absolutely pat me pants on Tuesday now. I swear, I might not even watch it. I might just sit in a hole, dig myself a hole in the garden, and cover myself in mud and bury my head in it. I can't do this anymore, man. I swear, I can't do it.
Just kill yourself.
Don't
bury myself alive.
Yeah.
Smarty said ref lost control of the game relatively early on. The complete disregard to the penalty was shocking, which we'll talk about in a second.
Yeah.
Especially when he put the whistle to his mouth, afraid to get his cards out too. And he goes on to explain his thoughts. Right, Bryn, why on earth was that not a penalty when he's blatantly kicked Dan James's leg?
Well, as smart as put there, I think the referee was about to blow his whistle. And I don't know if he's had something in his ear from the linesman who says, "Oh, he must have kicked the ball or something," or he's seen contact with the ball before Richie's just, or whoever it was, clattered Dan James. So
No, he didn't. He went, remember, it's Leeds. He went, oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he changed his mind.
Leeds need to stay down.
Forgot he was reffing Leeds for a minute.
I think they said our record of the early games as well is less than 1.5 points as well this season. So I think that's why ITV and Sky are trying their best to keep the cash cow in the Championship. But apparently that's a bit of a conspiracy theory according to some, but we'll see on that.
Oh, I think that's
Leeds United definitely don't need assist in bottling it or choking, because I think we're more than capable of doing that to ourselves, really.
It's what the old saying, the only team that can stop Leeds is Leeds.
Leeds. We've got a whole summer falling apart, mate. I can't take this anymore.
Yeah, I mean, James, is it time to start panicking? Because we're now on joint points. Second.
No, I don't think so.
In front of Burnley,
I don't think so.
From a 8-point gap.
Yeah.
How many?
It is what it is. Like 2.
Just 2 ahead of Burnley.
2. Yeah.
Oh God.
And they're catching up as well. They fucking started scoring as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fine before, aren't they now? They're not winning anymore.
The thing is, we look at this game now, and we look at us as being like absolutely terrible in this game, and judging by how good we should be, that's a good take. But the game was still even though we were terrible. If you look at the stats, and we probably had the better chances to win the game. So, as bad as we were in this game, we stick them chances away. We win the game like 4-1, and we get a penalty, which we should have had, and we were terrible. So it's like, yes, it was a bad performance, but we've still created good chances. It's just that clinical thing again for me. In these moments, we just need to do that. When we're shit and we've got no midfield, we get a chance we need to score on, because we score a goal, and we all know the game sort of changes a little bit. But I don't think we should panic. Maybe some will, because we are Leeds United. See, when we get like this, I don't worry about the team. I worry about the fans, because they just start losing their minds. And I can't handle the fan reaction more than I can handle like the football. Do you know what I'm saying? That's my take. So
yeah,
not panicking for me yet. I'll wait till we lose
about you,
the next 2 games, and then I'll go.
Have you got your brown pants on?
I'm twitching a bit, I'll be honest with you. I mean, 2 weeks ago, I was like, we're going up as champions, mate. No one's even going to catch us. Now I'm twitching a bit, but I still think we go up. I really do. I'm touching wood right now. Not my dick, my desk. I just honestly, I can't take it. But yeah, we're still going up, mate. We're still going up.
10 to go, Bryn. Is it calm seas for you?
I'm not panicking yet, but at the same time, again, history is... Depends how you look at the history. I remember Arsenal falling out when in League One under Grayson, it took us Bristol Rovers last minute to get promoted. Remember under Bielsa, Arsenal fell out, playoffs, and then I think under Grayson again in the Championship, I think we were top at Christmas, and then we finished 7th. Gary Monk. So, yeah, Leeds United have got nice recent history of doing this, and obviously last year I think it were 3 wins in the last 11, 12 games. So
we've got QPR coming up as well, and that doesn't bring back good memories for me either.
Oh,
so,
4-0, yeah.
Was this game today
the opposite
reminiscent
this year
of Black?
At QPR?
Yeah, hopefully. Was today reminiscent of when we lost 1-0 against Blackburn last year? Do you think?
Kev? Yes.
That sort of self-implosion.
Yeah. I think that was the first game I took Lauren to, where we sat in the normal seats, and it was horrible. And yeah, jinx again, it's me. But yeah, it has that feeling. However, I don't know, man. I think we're just too good not to go up now. Be honest with you. We haven't lost for, what was it, 17 games.
18.
I know beating for 18 games up until today. I mean, that's fucking brilliant. Just everyone else is just on us. It's like last year. There was the 3 of us all running, and Southampton were there as well. Just like that. But I feel like the experience that we had last year will get us over the line, but it's still not going to stop me from papping me pants every single week now for the next 4 weeks. I mean, oh God. But I just saw someone
Leeds
put in as
TSD.
well, don't Burnley and Sheffield United play each other next? Or something like that.
The Leeds diet.
Yes, Leeds diet, mate. Yeah, Burnley and Sheffield United. I didn't know. I forgot they had to play each other again. I've just been weighing on my mind for the last few hours.
But
I think Burnley have got West
somehow-
Brom next as well. They've got a few hard games coming up. And then you've got
but
the-
somehow
well,
Burnley and Sheffield somehow will both win. I don't know. That's it, the Leeds United way. Somehow they'll both get 3 points. It's just fucking how it happens.
They changed the rules
jump
just
in
before
right
the
quick.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just jump in with this fact. This is from Johnny Cooper, stats wise. So 3 p.m. onwards, we've played 26 and won 20, but pre 3 p.m. we've played 10, drawn 5, lost 3 and won 2. So it seems these early kickoffs are killing us. That and long hoof balls and not coming for the ball. So do you think that has a factor, Bryn?
to keep behind
Statistically,
it's going to be a right laugh, isn't it? At 12:30.
I swear to God. I mean, I'm level-headed at the minute because there's 10 to go. I think, what do we need? Like 5 wins from them 10 just to maybe secure promotion? Do you think?
Nah, I said say 7 wins from them because I
7?
don't see them
Well, yeah. I suppose we have.
Yeah, because the other two have got to play each other, but I don't see them slowing down. They're starting to pick up form. James just mentioned it. Them Burnley are starting to score goals, and Sheffield United have that Ipswich about them that they had last year, where they're just going to grind out a result and get a 2-1 win or last minute goal. I feel we need 7 wins. We need 24 points out of the next 30.
Yeah,
Is that math right? I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, like going back to the game, like Pompey were, I thought, very physical. We lost a lot of second balls. We kept trying to do this 1-2s on the first touch, where it came in. And I think it was Dan James quite a few times who tried to play it on the inside out to was it Bogle or Firpo, and it just kept coming to it. Just kept bouncing off everyone. James, do you think that they just did a job on us today? Then was it just down to that? They've done the homework or up for it more?
Well, they were clearly up for it. Like you've seen in the game, we were just bad. Like we can't think of a single player that really shone, apart from probably Melier, who was, other than that bit when he come out, he was quite solid throughout the game. He was catching, he was punching. It was just a bad game, but like I'm going to keep reiterating, we were shit, so bad, but we still should have scored 3 goals and had a penalty.
Yeah,
just stop freaking out. Please, because I think it's the fans put it on them even more. And this 12 p.m. shit. Now watch, if we start getting every game now, you got to play at this time. We'll know there's a little bit of a conspiracy, but
that's still
it's just they were good, but we were bad.
Yeah, I think. I mean, if
stats don't know, which says we're the best. So
yeah, so Pirro misses a chance, Firpo misses a chance, both 1-on-1s within 6 yards. Could have easily run away with it. We hit the post.
Firpo missed 2 chances.
Yeah, the header, and like Bryn said, that keeper Schmidt, fucking hell, he had a right game today, didn't he? I just thought he was fortunate.
That last one, that last corner, Borum, that was a great set. I thought this is it. We're gonna do it again. That's a great save. That ball at the end.
Yeah, shit.
So Michael got
punched my ceiling. I was like, sorry.
Michael here says, so does Farke make changes for Millwall? Talk has been Gruev and Aronson shouldn't start. We know Rothwell on Wednesday, but should we drop Aronson? Bryn, what do you think? I mean, can you drop Aronson? Because he's the busy bee, isn't he?
This is now the problem we have got, that we do not have a proper out-and-out playmaking number 10. We've not had it all season. We've had the wasp that is Brendan Aronson that's chipped in with a goal here and there, but he's definitely not your Pablo Hernandez type, get on the ball and, find space in bed with Gemma Collins type of player. But I think it was against Plymouth where we took him off after about 45, 50 minutes, and you could see the drop-off in intensity from the midfield. And obviously, a lot of people are saying Peru, off Joseph. So, yeah, it's an experiment where we have tried in the past when we had Rutter and Peru together last season. But again, I think it's too much of a risk now. And then you gave Nonto and I keep wanting to say Sinistera, but Ramazani opportunities in the FA Cup games from the rest of Aronson against Millwall. And it were a poor performance from everybody, but nobody stood out there to say, look, no, this is an alternative to our number 10 spot. So again, I rather, if you're going to do that, maybe put Rothwell or Tanaka in the 10 role. We've got a little bit more vision than, say, like just try and chuck another attacking winger in there and hoping something happens.
Yeah,
but again,
that's
the one area I don't know about really with that. Again, I think it's got us so far, Aronson. I think we just unfortunately we've got to stick with him because there's no real alternative, and hopefully it's enough to get us over the line.
Oh, fucking hell, fingers
crossed.
You guys think what about you, Kev?
I'd put Nonto in there. I would. I mean, he played him once there at the start of the season. He was absolute class. Remember, we were talking about him on a pod saying Nonto's the 10. Do you remember, everybody? We were talking about how good he was.
Yeah.
And he hasn't played him there since. And I was like, what the and then Aronson's obviously he's a nat 10. He just gets in your fucking face. It's like terrorizing that. But he doesn't do nothing anymore. The last 12 games, I think he's been average. So I do think something needs to change. However, we haven't got anybody to go in there. I'd probably just put Mateo Joseph up front and drop to the 10 if Joseph was in any vein of form, but he ain't. Bring back Patrick Bamford, man. Also, just whack him back.
Right, we'll talk about Mateo. We'll talk about Mateo soon. I just want to get James's thoughts on that, mate. Do you think it's Rothwell and Tanaka for Wednesday?
If you're judging it off today's performance, I'd probably only keep James in the team because I think everyone else was pretty poor. I don't even think Grove was terrible. I thought he was probably one of our better players on the whole, but he just was playing in there on his own. That's why, because Tanaka was invisible. So, judging on the performances, you could change anyone, but Nonto, we have got a luxury that we can bring in Nonto and Ramazani and Joseph. I know, like, people take the piss out of Joseph for like not being like great and that, but he's an option that we can bring on, and playing Perot behind him, it works. Pero's a bit more mobile now, so it can work a bit better. But there are a number of changes you could make, but based off today's performances. But yeah, I'd probably, although it was terrible, I'd go Rothwell Tanaka just to add a bit of impetus to go forward because we're at home and we're going to need to do that. Maybe Solomon, give Ramazani or Nonto a shot. Aronson's not getting dropped, so I'm going to consider that a thing that can happen. He is the Red Bull tester that is running on Red Bull, so he has to stay in every game. Sorry.
Yeah, I think he's too busy, isn't he? I know a lot of people don't like him, and I'd scrambling for him to be dropped. I agree. I think he can press a bit and he runs around a lot, but technically we needed a much better footballer. I'd be happy with Nonto in there. At least he can, like turn on a 50 pence piece and play that ball and even shoot. I just don't think Brendan Aronson does that for me. But yeah, I mean, there's some individual. But I thought Melier were one of the better players today, minus his little spat, with Rodon. And something tells me that Rodon and Melier don't get on. Did you see Rodon's face after it went in?
Rodon's banged his misses, by the way. I just want to put that out there. Rodon banged Melier's misses. I'm telling you.
I think it's just a case of for Rodon. It's every game.
One of his misses.
Yeah. Yeah.
This podcast, it's going to be being caught for just liable suits left, right, and centre.
Sorry, Bryn. Carry on, mate.
I was going to say, it's almost a deja vu. It's once or twice a game that Rodon is looking at Melier gone out. I don't know if you've seen the images for when the whole goal went in, where it's gone off the bar and he's powered it down.
Don't mention
that. Rothwell's reaction was sheer amazement. I think Rodon was ready just to iron him out, and I think he came very close at Deepdale off. I don't know if I saw it on camera, but live he were walking a lot closer to him, and you could see that angry Welsh look that he's got, and he just plays on pure emotion. I thought he could easily drop nuts on him here.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you go to a lot of games, and you can see a lot more of what's going on. I don't know. It's one of them things, isn't it? Yeah, so I've briefly put it up where it is. Where was it now? Flashed it up just a second ago. So this is the XG. So 1.28 XG on early kickoff and 2.3 XG on 3 p.m. or later kickoffs, which reads to itself. Now I know that a lot of Sheffield United fans and Burnley fans are rejoicing at that, but I mean, if you had to pick a standout player, Kev, who would it today for you? Dan James?
Dan James or Melier, apart from the one, obviously, the goal. But yeah, I thought Melier was all right. I mean, that Cohen Bramall hit a decent volley from outside the box as well, was it? Or Dozal made a good save for that. That was flying, and that was a great save. He caught the ball so many great big punches, and he wiped out a few players to get to the ball as well. I was quite impressed with Melier up until that point. But yeah, Dan James. I mean, I guess Dan James only has cocaine after 2:00. That's why we play better after 3, I reckon. So it's the only reason why I reckon that something like that's happening. But yeah. Yeah, Dan James is probably our best player today. I thought Solomon weren't very good, but he did well.
It takes about a week to get to his bloodstream, though. His nose is like a fucking Floyd. Sorry.
It's like, yeah. And I even think Ramazani was terrible when he come on as well, man. I thought he was absolutely terrible.
Really?
But, yeah, towards the end, non-toast. They got no one to pass to, and he has to play it back to Melier. I was screaming at the TV. You just everything was against us today. Everything.
Do you know what point I knew we were shit today? Is when Rothwell took a free kick and it didn't kick off, and it didn't even beat the first man, and it ricocheted out to Gruev about the 50 yards out.
But he did a great corner.
Yeah,
and that today.
There's head tennis as well. When Strout was in the box as well, and he fell over. There was just everything was just comical today. It's just oh god. Yeah, just to get that game out of the system now, because we always go on a run, don't we? So
2 points a game on average, 96.
We recover quite well as well. So
yeah, I'd say 96 is enough. What are we on now?
76.
76.
I still think 98, man.
I think if we win all our home games, I think we end up on 91 if that's just off the home games. So that wouldn't be too. I think the only one in the top 10 left is Bristol. I think that's towards the end of. I think it might be the last home game of the season. That. So it'd be nice if there's nothing on that game because we know what we're like around Easter.
Yeah.
But luckily for us, hopefully there's a few tasty games for the two sides. Well, around us at the minute, around that time. So hopefully, there's a few bad. Hopefully they'll get put through Mill in the games on the Good Friday and on the Easter one of the two fuck to play, and it's a nice stinking 0-0.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I just hope both teams lose. Burnley, Sheffield. What about this comment here?
Sorry, would be. I mean, QPR were next weekend, early kickoff, I think, and then there's that Middlesbrough game. That Middlesbrough game for me is like the one where I think, okay, that could be a banana skin as well. I think we're away, and it's on what?
We are.
Kickoff, is it? Yeah.
And the reverse fixture were a bit of a fucking art throb. You know what I mean? Like, it went down. That was another game that went down to the wire. How did we get on with QPR? Did we beat them?
Ellen Road?
Yeah, we beat QPR.
Yeah,
I think we did. We won, I think it was.
Yeah.
I think it was like 2-0 or something.
Yeah, but it wasn't an easy 2-0 though, was it? Yeah, so we've got Mike's comment here. Thoughts on Farke's subs? We know he likes the 60 to 70 minutes should be earlier. I mean, I would advocate him for changes at half time. Do you think we'll ever see changes at half time from Farke, James?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think the subs that you probably wanted to make and needed to make was in the midfield, because when we were non-existent, it really affected the rest of our game today. So I think that's where he wanted to make subs, but he didn't have anyone apart from Rothwell, and even when he come on, he was a bit. So
like today's cool when he.
You know what it's like? He's got his system. He'll play a team up until. Yeah, he was. Yeah, and then obviously he just resorted to, I'm gonna fuck everyone up front. So it nearly paid off, and the defender that he put on nearly scored. So, but yeah, he's always. I don't think he's going to change, and we'll never see a halftime sub unless someone's injured. So,
what about you, Bryn?
Well, I think the almost against Sheffield United, even though we started off really bad, having Fark in the stands actually paid off because I think that was the earliest changes made that weren't enforced, and it actually won us the game, getting Rothwell on for Grujev earlier on. But
Yeah.
changes wise, no, he's just a Deutsche robot, and he loves his 65th, maybe 70th minute, and he just happens then. But I'd love to know what Isaac Schmidt's done to Fark's daughter or something, because no disrespect to Sam Byron, but he's even said that he likes Schmidt as this like defensive winger, and we're chasing the game, so why not bring him in behind, Dan James, someone who's got more energy than Sam Byron. Obviously, Sam gives you that aerial ability, which he nearly scored from the corner, but Isaac Schmidt, again, I don't know what he needs to do to get minutes.
I saw him on camera today.
I think because he changed to a 3, didn't he, when Barham come on? He changed to a 3. So he wanted that, a little bit of solidarity at the back with the 3. So I think that's why he brought... To be fair, I don't think Smith's ever going to get on, so...
Do you know, every time Schmidt's come on, I've always been impressed with him. I thought he's been a decent player for me.
Yeah.
But I don't know what, like you say, I don't know what he's done wrong. But Kev, what do you think, mate? You're on mute. You're on mute.
Just let him keep going.
Good job was on mute because I said something really bad. So it involved fingering and daughters. So we'll leave it as it is. But no, I like Sam Byram if he was fit all the time. I haven't seen enough of Schmidt to say if he's going to be a good player or not. I don't know. I mean, you have to trust the manager, really, don't you? And he's not really had an opportunity. And to be fair, Bogle and Firpo have been fantastic for the last 15 matches up until today. So there's no dropping them. So it's like you can't.
Yeah.
So. What about Farker on his subs? Too late?
Yeah, I think he made the wrong one initially as well. I'd have took off. I would have put a non-tone Ramazani like within 65 minutes. And I mean, I'm Joseph is waning on me a bit, to be honest. I said this before we even started.
Yes.
At the start of the year, at the start of the year, I thought Joseph was the one. But then recently, it's like he's been taking too many touches, or he's overrunning the ball and then barging into people and giving away silly free kicks and stuff. There's definitely a player in there. I just didn't think he would have been the one that I'd have brought on today. I'd have unleashed Hal I'd have brought on Ramazani, non-tone, left James on and all them, just attacking beyond Perot. That's what I'd have done. I'm not a football manager, but yeah, I just don't see what Joseph is added to this team quite recently, to be honest.
There's people out there that want Joseph to start over Peru, and obviously for obvious reasons, Peru's starting because he's been scoring, he's in good form, assists, goals. James, where do you stand on Mateo Joseph in terms of does he need a loan? I mean, he's obviously a player in there, like Kev says, but like it seems to have gone backwards for me slightly.
I just think his confidence has been massively hit because he was, as we say, he was starting centre forward at the start of the season, and then he's young. He's lost his place. This season will be a massive learning curve for him, but I think we're quick to like sort of dog players out when they hit a bit of bad form. Look at Firpo. I mean, he was shit for fucking ages, and then he turned into like the best left back attacking fullback we've ever seen. So I think it's just a little bit of time for him. Maybe a loan, but I think he will learn a lot this season. He'll probably come back stronger. He is a really good player. There is massive potential in him. But I think it's a confidence thing. Once he starts scoring, he'll be fine.
Huge potential with Joseph, I think. He's got all the attributes to be a top centre forward. He's big, he's got pace, he holds the ball up well. He just doesn't seem to be coming off at the moment. It's just got to be a confidence issue. And I'm being honest, at the moment, we don't need a striker who's got a confidence issue. We need to strike people that are going to be putting the ball in the back of the net. It's crunch times, 10 games left now. Yeah. And we need
business end.
Yeah, but it's the business end of the season. And don't get me wrong, I want Joseph to stay. I'm not sure a loan move would benefit him now. He's over that sort of age for a loan, I think. He needs to be playing a lot more. And if he's not doing it on the pitch, he ain't going to play. So I think to get this season out of the way, go up and then start again, refresh next year and see how he gets on for pre-season, because he always seems to do well in pre-season and start the season well. And this is just curtailed off a bit, really. And it probably won't. Maybe it won't happen next year and he starts the season as a centre forward. But We just need finishers at the moment, and he's just not doing it in my eyes.
Yeah, every time I've seen it when he's come on, he's frustrated me. What about you, Bryn? Where do you stand on the old Pirro Joseph stance?
Honestly,
What did you make to him today?
Before November, December, I was a big advocate for starting Joseph over him because of his pace, his link up, and we did seem to play better with Peru coming from the bench. But in this calendar year, Peru seems to have found now his level of consistency that I wanted him, that he didn't just show like Norwich at home in the playoffs. That standard of performance was once every 6-7 games from Peru. But now it's been a lot more. Obviously, he's had a stinker today in front of goal, but his level of performance seems to have found a bit of consistency, a bit of just momentum. His link up's a lot better now, rather than just doing on the half turn the lazy ball out to the winger. He's now dropping off and like doing little interchanges and actually moving as well. And his finishing, again, apart from today, has been pretty good as well. Again, you can't really fault the guy. So it wouldn't really be Joseph or Peru. It would be Joseph and Peru if we are going to be making a change. But sadly, Joseph's just gone off a cliff since. I think maybe the Bristol. I think it was the Bristol City game. He didn't start, and since then he's just been on a downward trajectory. Like even some of his first touches today, his second touch is a tackle because he's lost the ball because he can't trap it. And
I think it was that Burnley game. When he missed that chance. I think from then,
really early game. Yeah.
Not were about him, but the game after against Cardiff, though, he did that unbelievable ball to Largy, put him. Did on the half turn.
He did. To be fair,
even when he wasn't scoring, he was heavily involved. But ever since kind of Fark's now gone with Brewin, I understand he's the top scorer in the division, but it's now, like you mentioned earlier, it's his first proper season of football. So if we don't go up, he stays. He's probably around the first team. If we go up, send him to our B team in Rangers next season in the SPL, get him, 40, 50 games. And hopefully if we get up, he'll take a few more offers as well because his squad does need a shake-up.
Where is it? I've just seen that Joseph looked uninterested. Do you think that's right today? Oh, here we go. Skip says.
No.
Joseph looked uninterested when he came on. He wasn't even tracking back. I didn't see that personally, but I were in and out of it.
Maybe he was told to stay up high because we were looking for a goal. Maybe, I don't know.
I think he was trying to be busy.
Not really.
You can see that when he was running back and he did a few things around our box. He was trying to get involved. He tried to play a pass to Ramazani that weren't there. It's just a couple of bits. That one where he's tried to dribble around and then ran into the play and give away a free kick. There's just a few bits. I mean, I won't say he weren't interested, but yeah, I agree with Herbert there. Less touches, just pass and move, man. Triangles. Please, that'd be nice. Something like that.
He's almost too enthusiastic. He's a young kid who's probably just trying to do a little bit to try and say, you know what, Daniel Fark, I've got this ability. I can be an asset to Leeds United, but it's almost now he's getting in his own head. And Dan James was a bit like that when we first got him, and he's now, he's kind of like maybe matured a bit. But Joseph has shown flashes of brilliance. Again, even the FA Cup last season against Chelsea were unbelievable in that 90 minutes. And a couple of games this season he's been really good, but
he was.
He's a young player who does maybe miss his chances, but again,
do you think
that's why he's in the Championship?
Do you think it's been like a bit of a reality check for him, because he went through this phase where he was just scoring for international, Spain, switch allegiances, and he went on this sort of really good run, and he was starting, and then all of a sudden that's been ripped away from him. Even when he scored against Cardiff, when he 6th or 7th goal he scored, he just didn't want to celebrate. Cause I don't know whether he felt like he didn't deserve the goal, or he just looked totally dejected. And it came on as a sub, and someone had scored. I can't remember. Oh, was it Blackburn? I think Blackburn scored because I was at that game, and they'd scored a last-minute equaliser. I mean, am I just chatting shit here, Kev?
Which game's that, sorry, mate?
Do you think it's just a reality check for him that he's not that Joseph? He was scoring loads for Spain, and now it's like you said, it's a mentality, a psychology thing.
Yeah, but when you go off, we see it all the time. Harry Maguire went off and played amazing for England, was playing shit for Man United every single week. Different group of players, different atmosphere, different set of things. It's different when you can go off. Some people used to like going off to play international football because they play better. So
Agree.
it's different set of circumstances. I just think the championship's a different kettle of fish at times, and I do think him getting dropped just looks like it's because he was starting at the start of the year. I do think it's affected his confidence and affects a lot of people, and he's been brought on to either rescue games or games where we were already winning. You see, so I mean he's gonna have his confidence shot a bit. Still a player in there, just needs to again just take less touches and be a bit more. Think of his surroundings a bit. That's it.
Yeah, I agree. Do you agree with that, James?
And not to mention the pressure of playing for this absolute nutcase of a club with the fans and the need for us to have to go up right now. So he's a young lad. Like I said, this season playing for a team going for promotion will be a massive learning curve for him. So I think he'll do him good. Like his form will come back, or it won't, and he'll just play in non-league and he'll be shit.
Yeah, we should have sold him in January for 10 million. He wanted out, and all how the story goes, Bryn.
Oh yeah, well, the real Betis thing, wasn't it? With the other rejects, Mark Rocker and Lorente went there as well. So yeah, he'd have fit in maybe nice. But no, I think overall, again, he's just really eager to impress for me. And obviously the comment there about him looking uninterested, but I was more worried about Junior Firpo doing that a couple of times in the game where I think it was one where he tried to do a forward pass to Aronson in the second half. The ball got turned over and he was just walking back and then Strout ran out of position to dot. You just see Firpo ambling back and he's Nick down his side in the last few games, well, especially the West Brom and today. I think he's getting found out a bit more defensively, but we knew what he was. He's your typical Spanish fullback that's solid enough going forward, but so defensively. So again, a lot of people clamouring for him for a new contract. For me, again, you were signed as a Premier League player. It didn't work. Get us back there and, adios.
Yeah, I think that's the case.
Not a bit the same with, I think maybe Bogue as well. Defensive, again, defensive going forward.
Yeah. So we lost 1-0 today against Pompey. And in my opinion, I thought they deserved it. And it's can you call it a mistake, the goal on our part? Maybe just a lack of communication is all they need to jump on that gift for them. But 1 point out of 6 sees our 5-point gap go. We're now on joint points with Sheffield United in second, 76, and 2 points in front of Burnley. Now this is squeaky bum territory with 10 games to go. I'll go around the lads. How many points from the next 10, James, do you think? I'm going to get a bold prediction. Do you think? How many do you think?
The next 10 games?
Yeah. You could say 31.
What it is, right? I'm not even going to focus on our sort of games because as long as Liverpool win that Premier League, I know that we're going up.
It's like the universe.
It's written
has
in
to
like
promote
football rules.
Yeah.
Liverpool win the Premier League or the top division, Leeds have to get promoted. So, 30 points, 59 goals.
Nice. In the next 10 games, I'll take it. How about you, Kev, mate? Are you confident in the next 10 games?
I'd like to see us get 20 points. That puts us on 100, I believe. I'll take that. Yeah, I think I'd like to see 24 points. But there isn't not every game's a gimme in this league. Look at today. Look at last week against West Brom. When teams come at us physical, we seem to buckle a little bit. We play against the better teams. We're better against the top sides. So yeah, we're going up, champions. All right, that's all I'm going to say.
Nice. I like the confidence.
Yeah.
Not time to hit that panic button yet, Bryn. 30 points to play for. But where do you see us by the end of the season?
I can't call it because Leeds United
so close.
like to beat Leeds United. So again, it's all down to we've got a better midfield this season. I think that's what really killed us last year in the running. We just let games go. We just got out-bullied, out-fought, and let games go by. So this gamble and maybe Ampadu going on this conservative approach with his injury and getting him back for a running will be key. for me. So, but I think for the next 10 games, I think we'll get 18 points. If that's enough, I don't know. But I think we'll get 18 because I just some couple of games in there that I don't like the look of, and I've got a horrible feeling like QPR.
Obviously dependent.
I know we've got Millwall, and Millwall will do the best to win at Ellen Road again, beat us 3 times in a season. So yeah.
Is it the
I think we'll do.
Sheffield United and Burnley can get a maximum of 28 because they play each other. Yeah, is that right? From working that out. Oh God.
27.
No, because you get 1 point for a draw. You take away.
Oh,
2
sorry.
points.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I was expecting both.
One of them could get 30. One of them could
we'll
get 30.
And one of them could get 27.
Yeah. All right, I'm good at 2 things: football and maths. Anyway.
So if really we need 25 points to guarantee promotion out of the next 10 games because of our goal difference.
Yeah.
So we need to. What does that work out to? How many wins that we need to guarantee promotion? Quick maths.
All of them. Just fucking win all of them.
All right, sound.
Well, how many points do we need?
So say we need 7 wins to guarantee promotion.
21 points, and
7.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what? My brain's fried, man. I can't do the maths, but yeah, just win them all.
7 times 3. 7 times 3.
8 wins. 8 wins, 24 points.
But that is also dependent on how Burnley and Sheffield do as well.
8
You know
wins.
what I mean, they might drop loads of points, so we might not need that many. Right then, let's get a quick prediction from Millwall and lads before we, round it up. James, I'll come to you first, mate. Do you see any changes for Millwall, and what do you think the score prediction will be?
I think you might make some changes. Might not though, because it's Farcar. I think he should after that performance. I think there was a real bad performance from a lot of players.
Still, wasn't it? Yeah.
Even though we still should have won.
We made wholesale changes was against Millwall.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, it was a cup game. It was like we let them win. I'll go 4-0.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Nice. Love it. Go on then, Bryn. I'll come to you next, mate. Any changes for you? Should there be changes? And scoreline?
I'm going to go with a 2-1 scoreline, and I think it'll be a case of Rothwell will come back in again. I think Tanaka will play because just how good he has been, but he needs a bit of maybe today was a kick-up arse for him because that were pretty dismal today. But yeah, I think maybe Solomon drops out for, again, I don't even know who Farker's third choice winger is anymore. Sometimes he brings Ramazani on first, sometimes it's Nonto. So I could see maybe Solomon dropping out. Aronson, I definitely see him starting. I think that'll be the only change. And then maybe 1 or 2-0 up. I forget, maybe to half-time 1 or 2-0 up. Maybe take Bogle off just to make sure he doesn't have this 2-game ban that's looming over his head. So... Yeah, I'll say 2-1, maybe 1 or 2 changes, but I don't know. It's honestly,
I'd take that all day. I'd take that all day, Bryn. What about you, Kev, mate?
3-1, 2 changes. I'm going to agree with Bryn. Solomon and Gruev out, and I think he'll start Nonto and Rothwell over them too. That's what I think will happen. I think he'll give Nonto a chance.
Yeah, I'm going to go 2-0 Leeds. I think because of they've done the double over us, I think they'll want a bit of vengeance, a bit of revenge. I'd like to see Nonto come in for Aronson because I think he can play that 10 more technically better, or even drop Pirot and start Joseph. I think Rothwell to come in as well over Gruev personally with Tanaka, but I'm going to go 2-0 there. So yeah, so hopefully we can get 3 points to kickstart. Get rid of this little dip that we've had. And start another run of good form and points enough to get out of this shit league. Skip says 2-2. More points dropped. 7 wins, says Johnny Brook. That should do us, depending on how the other teams do. I now with his obligatory
7 wins against Millwall.
So, yeah. And Michael has gone 1-0 Leeds. Tight game. Only changes Rothwell in. I think we're all agreement, aren't we? Right then, before we go, Bryn, we have 2 little quick segments. So first is guess the player. So if you haven't played this at home, or Bryn hasn't, I will show you a picture of a player with his head missing. Yeah, it's not the Sleepy Hollow, but I'll tell you some facts about this person, and hopefully you can sort of guess. You get only like 5 to 10 seconds seeing this thing. Yeah, Kev. Thanks very much. I know you've got to shoot.
Guys, have a good
Kev.
man. See you in a bit. Bye-bye.
Have a quick guess. Have a quick guess. Who do you think it is?
Quick.
Who do you think this is? He's well known for his fight against Lee Bowyer.
I know who it is.
Yes. I know it's Kieran Dyer, but I know it's going to be something different. I'm going to go with Homer Simpson. Right, see
you later, Kev. Thank you. Right, so this is your guest the player for this week. And before he became a professional footballer, he was a geologist. He's from America. Came up through the like Harvard Institute of Geology or something like that. He's been in a boy band. He has he's also been a Teen Wave singer. He's also been a chef. And he's, like I say, he's when did he play for Newcastle? What year was this? Northern Rock. So he's had a stellar career, Bryn. So I'll come to you, James, first. Who do you think that player is? He had a glorious career in the Premier League.
Gary Busey.
Gary Busey is a great guess. Bryn, who do you think it is?
His name just popped in my head.
Was it? Kieran Dyer. I don't know if you've actually deliberately changed this just to mess with me.
Am I bluffing? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. It's obviously Chris Eubank. We got it there. Boyer's Dinner. Adam Chandler. I think he means Sandler. Well, I can tell you now. This is who you saw. It's actually Randy Marsh. You should know this, Bryn. Randy Marsh has been a Newcastle fan for life. I thought this was America, but it is. Big fans of South Park out there. Right, I watched your video actually. We do have one more segment to get through, mate, and then you've made it through your first episode of NAL. So let's get into this week's
Top Knob.
Top Knob. So in ancient Roman times, they'd ask you topus nobis, which means who's on your top knob. So what we'll do is we'll nominate people to put in the middle who have pissed you off. It can be anyone or anything. We've had dictators, we've had international breaks, we've had colours before, I believe. James's favourite is the international break, but he can't nominate it because it's not here yet.
Soon. It's due again soon.
So, for example, James, who is your top knob this week?
I'm going to have to go with the guy that spiked Tanaka. Whoever that dude was, you're a knob.
Let's go for the, I don't know, the Achida clan from Japan, maybe. I don't know, his rival clan. Bryn, who's pissed you off this week?
Joe Peru's weed merchant.
His dealer.
Oh. Maybe it's the same guy. Maybe it's the same guy.
It definitely is. It's definitely him because he's on extra strength shit after the 2 misses today because he's not normally. He normally looks baked, but that's next level what he's done today. Sadly, with those misses. So yeah, maybe him or maybe that. Then again, that referee's probably up there as well. To be fair,
he's my nomination.
Mr. Premier League, whatever he's called, who's a great ref apparently.
Let's see if you've got any nominations in the comments. Put them in there and I'll call them out in a minute. I think the referee, I think it's a blatant penalty. Just where he kicks Dan James's leg and he doesn't touch the ball. It's a blatant penalty for me.
Well, it's not because it's Leeds.
Of course, yeah. And the shit weather this week, I suppose. It's been really windy near me. I'm going to nominate everything because it affects Leeds United. So, and I'm the boss. So there you go. So that is this week's
Top Knob.
That is the end of this week's podcast. I fucking hell, I said top knob then. Thanks for joining us, Bryn. I really appreciate you for coming along, and hopefully you'll come along again.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Yeah, just give us a buzz whenever.
He has to say that.
It'll be hopefully next time. It's a win, or maybe just maybe a few days after. So I'll like to, come on.
Do you know what I'll do?
Possibly.
Do you know what I'll do? After we win, I'll invite you on.
Ask
then
him after we've played.
Yeah,
be-
that's what I mean. Yeah.
I said that'd be a bad idea because I'll be stuck with the rest of the world in the Peacock celebrating. So yeah,
That's
I'll have to wait and
true.
see
Yeah,
what
that's true. It'll have to be an away game or something, or the odd time that you're ill. But yeah, thanks for coming on, Bryn. Thank you
Cheers,
to
buddy.
James
Thank
and
you.
Kev.
When we're already promoted, ask him.
Yeah, we're already promoted, yeah, and then they can't do anything about it. One last thing before we go. We have been asked to play in the Leeds Creators Cup, which has been organised by the great Joe Blackburn. The details, it is for a prostate cancer charity. Please do go over to Joe Blackburn's channel and check out the video on it. It answers all the questions that you want to ask and need to know about. I'm excited to play for this. It is official now, and I believe a few of the Leeds United content creators, if not the majority, unfortunately James can't because he's on holiday, and at the John Charles Centre, I think
You're
it
all
is.
lucky.
Yeah, and it should be a really good game. We've got, it's for a good cause as well. So get your wallet out for the charity.
Yes.
So
Please.
in the words of a great Italian man.
Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, lads. Top notch. Hey up. Bye bye. Have a nice week, lads.
The most Yorkshire Italian person. Hey up, bye bye. Like and subscribe. Yes, please do like and subscribe. Every like and every new subscriber, it does help us get out there. And we want to get to 1,000 before the end of the season. 10 games to go. And hopefully we can get, I think it's about 70 subscribers we need. If we do that, James will do a rendition of Beauty and the Beast. I'll be Beauty. He can be the Beast because he's rugged and handsome. Maybe even Bryn. Bryn could be the candle man.
I'll be ref, mate.
West.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, so thanks everyone. Smash that like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.